Tell me how this is, by the way, this is your team, the next door's security team. How would you not motivate your team?
Directing them to only perform tasks in their job description and literally nothing else.
Okay. John, can you give me a worse way to motivate your team?
Please focus solely on service desk tickets and nothing more.
Oh, that's a good one. Kristen, tell me how
That's
not to
rough.
motivate your team.
Send them rocks for bonuses.
Ooh, so far Kristen's winning. David, can you one up that?
Every time you get a project 50% of the way done, pivot to something different.
I think, wait a second. I think David may have won this one. Let's begin this.
Get ready. It's Super Cyber Friday.
Hey, it's Super Cyber Game Show Friday, everybody. Welcome. Shall we play a game? And that is actually what we're going to do. In fact, we're going to play 9 games today. And let me introduce everybody who's going to be on the show today. It's the entire security team over at Nextdoor. It's Kristen Beneduce. She is the deputy CISO over at Nextdoor. We also have, who we've had on before, excuse me, TC Nichowkovsky as well. He's the CISO over at Nextdoor. And also we've got the head of IT, John Spencer, and the staff cloud security engineer, David White. There they are all, and they're all going to be competing today. All right, lots of fun ways to participate. We have the chat room. You can submit your bad idea, how not to motivate your team, and they will challenge that in a game called Department of Yes. And you can play games with us as well. And heck, you could join us on video if you want to participate in some way with the games or have a question or a comment to make at any time. All right, here are the games we're going to play. You just saw the bad idea to set us up, how not to motivate your team. We'll play the public interest. We'll play That Totally Sucks. We played it last time. What does my mom know in cyber? We have some more challenges from my mom, and I'll tell you, they're not easy. Then we have a new game called Threat Actor or Metal Band. Thank you to Rich. He produced this. We also have Fantasy CISO. That's another new game we're going to play. This can be fun. We have the Department of Yes. We'll play I Object on the topic of how to motivate your team, but not how not to, but how to. And then we'll play What's Worse, a few rounds of that. And then we will go to our meetup at the end of the show. Oh, we're doing this 45. Oh, so we're going to run a little shorter show. I didn't realize. Our show will be a little bit shorter today. By the way, at the end, at the bottom of the screen right there, if you look, is our next show, which will be next Friday. That's Hacking Compliance versus Security, an hour of critical thinking about why checking the box is actually good and actually will help you. So I know a lot of people say compliance isn't equal to security, but we're going to make a lot of arguments for how we can actually see that as a positive thing, which sometimes it is not. So make sure, and we're going to do another game show in 2 weeks too from this. So the week after this, the 23rd, we'll also have a game show. We'll all have that on the events page on our site. So let me actually close this out and let's play our first game after that. And that would be this game. Let's hear the music.
Do you know what others are thinking? On the public interest.
All right. I haven't seen these, but I'm not competing here at all. Our fantastic producer, Rich Straffolino, created these. Let's get them. This is pretty simple. Most average monthly search queries. What do you think gets more? Root, sudo, super user, or admin? And then remember, this isn't just people in security searching. It's anybody who's searching. So I'm going to actually put these in order. So I'm going to start with you because it's just how you're on my screen right now. TC, which one do you think it is?
Yeah, I think health is really important. So root.
Roots. Okay.
Yep. Nutrition.
Okay. And let's go with you, David. What do you think?
I'm going to go with D, admin.
Okay. And Kristen?
I'm with David on this one. Admin.
D, admin. Okay. And John, where are you going?
Oh, it's got to be root, right?
Okay.
Got to be root.
All right. Now, the audience plays along as well. And I think we're going to do 6 rounds of this today. Let's see how the audience is playing. There's some B's in here. Some people think it's sudo. That I'll be surprised by if it is. Let's see. And the correct answer is? It is root. All right. Good. One for John. I'm sorry. Yeah. 1 for John and TC. All right. They are in the lead right now. All right. Let's go to the next one. Bash. I don't know. ZSH. How do you pronounce that? Zish. And CLI. What do we think this is? What is the? I don't even know what all these things are. But I'm going to start it again. I'll go from the bottom to the top. So, John, what do you think it is here?
I'm gonna go E bash.
All right. And Christian?
E-bash.
Most common word, I think you're going for. David?
Mm-hmm.
E bash.
All right, TC, I think you're all going to lose on this because he wouldn't create it if it was this easy.
I can't see anything other than bash. E bash.
All right. They're all going to be winners. They're all going to be losers. We're going to find out in a second. Nah, very good. You did good. All right. So right now, TC and John are the only ones with perfect scores. All right. Vim, Nano, Emacs, and V. So some scripting here. What do you think? We'll start with TC at the top here.
If you search for Vim, does it count as a search for V? I'm just going to go with V because I think it's probably more common for someone to just mess up on the keyboard than to actually search for Vim.
You're going for typos. Okay. So you're going for V. All right. David, where do you stand on this one?
I'm going to go I Nano.
Nano. A lot of people are saying Nano in the chat room. All right. Kristen?
I'm going Nano. I think it's more popular than Vim these days.
All right. And lastly, John?
I want to say K, but it's gotta be Nano.
It's got to be Nano. All right.
Yeah.
We got TC is the only one who's going for V, hoping that a lot of people are making typos on their keyboard. The correct answer is V. Good job. I think the theory panned out.
Wow.
Good job, TC. Very, very good. All right. Let's go to the next one. TC, by the way, is batting 1,000 right now. I think we have 6 total, I think is. All right. We got Red Hat, Ubuntu, Debian, I'm assuming that Mac OS. By the way, is Red Hat one word or 2 words? I never know that. How about that? But anyways, all right. I'll start with you, John, from the bottom up.
Mac OS.
Mac OS, okay. Kristen?
Mac OS.
Okay. It is the most popular.
Yeah.
David?
I'm going to go Red Hat.
All right. Going Red Hat. I'm thinking it's going to be one of those two. What do you think, TC?
Red Hat.
Red Hat. All right. All right. So, so right now, just so David and Kristen only have 1 each. John has 2. TC has 3. Let's see what we got for this one. You all lose.
Wow.
1, 2. You all lose. Oh my God.
We are one.
Everyone did anyone? Oh, Charles picked Ubuntu. Way to go. Way to go for Charles. Charles pulled that one off. All right. Next one. All right. More Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. What do you think? This is a good list here. We'll start with you, TC.
I guess I'll go Linux.
Linux, okay. P. David?
Go Linux.
Mm-hmm. Christian?
Weird team. It's Linux.
Linux? All right.
Yeah.
3 Ps. John, where do you go?
I'm breaking out here. I'm going PHP.
PHP. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
that's smart.
Let's see how you land. Linux blew it away. All right. By the way, TC is in the lead in a big way right now. All right. You're doing very well right now. So this is 5. So this is going to be our last one right now. All right. Stallman, Torvalds, O'Reilly, and Shuttleworth. All right. Some big names in the history of computing here. We'll start with you, TC. Which one do you think it is?
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly. Okay. The name probably everyone knows. Let's go, David.
Let's go O'Reilly.
All right, Kristen.
You can't beat TC's record here, so O'Reilly.
All right,
But also, I think it's O'Reilly.
John.
I'm going to keep this streak going and go Torvalds.
Torvalds.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thanks.
By the way, I had lunch with Linus Torvalds many years ago. All right, and the answer is O'Reilly by a whopping margin. Because here's my other theory: how many just other people out there named O'Reilly, for that matter? Just a lot of people named O'Reilly. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, TC blew it away. So here's what's going to do. We're going to do teams of 2. The 2 winners, which would be Actually, we got a tie here. So actually, here's what I'm going to do. TC and John. John, sadly, you had the lowest score here on this one, only getting 2 right. But TC, you got 5. So TC and John, you're going to be on one team. David and Kristen, you're going to be on the next team for our next game, and that is called. Here, I'll play the music.
Oh no, that totally sucks.
All right, here, let me pull this screen up. Here we go, the game. So what it is you're going to see 12 items here on this screen. All right. 11 of these are things you do not want. One of them is actually good. The idea is, I'm going to make David and Kristen's team, they have to pick 4 items, but TC and John only need to pick 3. So you have to pick less. So it's actually good to pick less, although they might have a choice to get that one good one too, as well. So I will start with David and Kristen. Agree on just pick a number 1 through 12 to see what your bad thing is, or good thing, possibly. Go ahead, Kristen.
6.
We're going with 6. Let's see what it is. No MFA across your entire environment. Okay, so that's not good. Sorry, you are going to be, by the way, you're going to be color blue. So I'll ask you, TC, for your team. You first, you pick the next number.
All right. 4.
4. Okay. Half of your employees' passwords appear on Have I Been Pawned, which, by the way, that's probably already the case now. So that's kind of net normal. So just you notice I colored you red. You are team red. Kristen and David are team blue. So David, now I'll ask you, you pick one. And the idea is this is what's going to be your environment. David, you pick a number.
Let's go with 11.
We're going to go with 11, and that is the staff forgets everything they learned in security awareness training.
That's another no difference, right? That's another.
Right. Yeah, again, that's probably situation normal. No MFA and your old staff. All right. John, pick another one.
9.
We're going to go with 9. Security employee quits and public complains about your security and privacy standards. Oh, not good. Not good. All right. And again, the audience is watching because they're going to vote who has the worst environment in all. All right. So I'm going back to you, Kristen. Kristen, you pick one.
1.
1. We're going to go with number 1. Critical software environment no longer supported by the vendor. Not good. Not good at all. All right. Now back to you, TC. You're going to pick your last one, and they're going to pick one more as well. So you pick
All right,
your
go
last
ahead, John. Go ahead.
Oh, John, you go pick.
12? Yeah, let's go 12.
Let's go 12. And 12 is you've been crypto-jacked. Cryptocurrency is being mined on your service. Not awful. Not awful, but it's annoying. All right. And then David, you have to pick the last one for your team.
Let's go with 8.
Number 8. Maybe you'll get the good one. Let's see. You ID'd a ransomware attacker, and they've been convicted. You did get the good one. All right. All right. Good job on that one. Okay, so let's get the poll up. If you click on the little the bar chart and the icon, the third one down on the right, we will have red and blue. And I'm going to give you a 10-second. I'm going to read these, and then I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown. So you can vote now. So the blue team is David and Kristen, and the red team is TC and John. Tell me who has the worst environment, and remind you that David and Kristen is critical software in their environment is no longer supported by the vendor. You have no MFA across your entire environment. Your staff forgets everything they learned in security awareness training, but you did ID a ransomware attacker and they've been convicted. Now, as opposed to TC and John's team, half of your employees' passwords appear on haveibeenpawned.com, which I'm sure that's already the case. You've been crypto-jacked. Cryptocurrency is being mined on your servers, which I'm also going to say kind of stinks, but is not company threatening. But this one kind of stings. Security employee quits and public complains about your security and privacy standard. Not, again, awful. Who's got it worse? Is it red or blue team? I'm giving the 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8. Keep voting. There's a lot more of you there. 7, 6. It's very close. 5, 4, 3. It's a tie now. 2, 1, 0. It is a dead tie. Look at that. 8 and 8. What the heck is going wrong with you people? You couldn't pick one. It was actually quite close. So 8-8, you split tie. All right. You got it tied. All right. Now we're going to go into our new game.
It's time to play a brand new game.
All right. The name of this game is What Does My Mom Know in Cybersecurity? Really, she doesn't know much, but really the game should be called What the Heck is My Mom Talking About? All right. I did actually interview my mom. This is actually my mother here that I'm interviewing, answering these questions. We played it the last time. I'm going to stress how tough this is. Oh, please get I haven't been calling out the bad ideas. Please get your bad ideas in. We want more bad ideas. By the way, we're also going to see images of these. Rich is going to create images of these wonderful bad ideas. All right. I'm going to play a clip of my mom describing some type of cyber attack. Again, she probably doesn't know what this is. She's working off just the words. You're going to do your best to try to guess what the heck my mom is talking about. All right? We've got 4 of these. Here's the first one.
That's some outside organization person who's trying to mess up your information and get into your computer and destroy it or mess it up somehow.
All right. Anyone want to take a stab at what the heck my mother is talking about? Again, it's one general attack that you all are very, very aware of. Anyone want to take a stab? David?
Was it compromised user account?
Compromised user account? No, it's not that.
No.
It's a tough one. This is
Social engineering.
Social engineering, no.
Ransomware?
No, but I will stress that, I'm going to give away a big hint here. Any of these could be the result of what she's describing. That's my huge hint. David?
I'm going to go with the audience and say hacker.
Hacker? It's in that kind of simplicity.
Advanced persistent threat?
That's what it.
No.
John, sorry, John, did you answer or was it Kristen answer? Sorry. John, did you answer?
Yeah, I did.
Christian, did you answer?
No.
I did, but if I get a second chance, I'll say impersonation.
All right, I'll give everyone a second chance because this one is. I'm just giving you a hint that it's pretty generic too.
Unauthorized access.
No, you're being too specific. All right, it's malware, everybody. That's what my mom was describing. All right, here we go. Here's another one.
Someone's going into your information, or they're trying to get you to sign up so they can get your information.
What is my mother talking about?
Phishing.
Yeah.
Bingo! Kristen gets it. Way to go. That was good, Kristen. I'm very impressed. Very, very, very good. Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This one's tough.
It's from a large organization trying to go through you to another organization. Trying to work their way through, get your list of people somehow, or get something from you.
All right, this is a tough one. Anyone can guess this one?
Third party compromise.
No.
Supply chain attack?
No.
A MIDM?
Oh my God, John got it.
Oh,
That is a man in the middle attack. Very, very good, John. Very good. I'm impressed. All right, here's your last one. And by the way, I'll give a hint. Somebody did mention this one earlier.
Somebody goes on this platform or this place where people talk and promote something, or the opposite side, people go into that platform to try to close it down or take out something they find objectionable.
What do you think that is?
We said it already? Oh, man.
Someone,
is
I
it
can't remember who said it.
ransomware?
No.
No, okay.
Someone
I was
did
thinking
say it.
social engineering because you talked about.
Who just
going
said
on-
social engineering? Is that you, John? You did it.
David.
John got it.
David, no. Yeah.
Very, very good. Let me tell you, this is not an easy game. You did very, very well. I'm quite impressed with everybody here. Good job. Good job, everyone. Now, hold on. I see on our script it says poll up to play. Which poll? We just did put up a couple of polls to play. But we, I don't know what poll that is. So for new contestants. So poll up to play for new. But I'm confused, Rich. Anyways, I'm going to go to the next game. We're doing well on time here. We're doing well. All right, our next game, everybody, is here. I got to pull the game up. Slide socks. This game is called Threat Actor or Metal Band. Here, I'll play the.
It's time to play a brand new game.
All right, this is our talented producer, Rich Straffolino, created this game. I have not seen it myself. It's going to be a name. You tell me, is it the name of a threat actor or is it the name of a heavy metal band? All right, here we go. First one, Bleeding Bear. What do you want to go ahead? Just shout them out. What do you think?
Threat actor. Threat actor.
Kristen?
I'm with him. Threat actor.
David?
Let's go
TC?
metal band. Just to
Okay, David's going with metal band. TC?
I'll go with Kristen on this Bleeding Bear.
Okay, so hold on. I'm sorry. Kristen, do you think it?
Threat actor.
Threat actor.
Yeah.
So David's the only one who thinks it's a metal band? Is that the case? All right. Let's see what the correct answer is. It is a threat actor. All right. Good job. Okay, so 3 of you have 1 point. Just hold your scores here. All right. Next one is Dark Tranquility. What is
Gotta
that?
be a metal band.
Metal band?
Yeah.
Kristen?
Metal band.
Metal band? David?
go metal again. Yeah.
And TC?
Metal. Yep.
All 4 of you going metal, and it is a metal band. There you go, Dark Tranquility, a Swedish melodic death metal band from Gothenburg. They've been active since 1989. Great. All right, next one. Celtic Frost. That's a good one. What do we think?
Metal.
Metal. TC, you're saying metal too?
I mean, Kristen knows. She's worked in threat intel, so metal.
David, what do you think?
All one team. Let's go metal.
Go metal, John?
I'm for it.
All right, all 4 are saying metal, and it is a metal band. Swiss metal band, influential in the development of several extreme metal genres, and they've been active. Well, they had a hiatus from 1984 to 1993, and then 2001, 2008. All right, our next one, Roasted Octopus. Oh, I think I haven't seen this, but that octopus is kind of saying
Giveaway.
threat actor to me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah,
I agree,
threat actor.
David.
What do you think? Threat actor?
Threat actor. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's saying threat actor on this one?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What do we think? It is a threat actor. A group associated with Scattered Spider, the cyber criminal group active since 2022, generally targets CRM and BPO firms. All right.
So
There we
it's
go.
interesting on that Group IB out of Russia, one of the security companies that uncovered that. The leader of that company is basically a political prisoner in Russia because that's a group that operates out of Russia. So it's just really interesting in terms of being a political prisoner for taking on crime in your own country.
Wow. That is interesting. But we don't like vigilante justice, though, too, at the same time. Although it's Russia, I don't know how they handle vigilante justice. Okay, Ghost Brigade. This one totally could go either way here. This one I can see being either. What do we think?
I'm going to go with metal.
Metal? It's Kristen. David?
Threat actor.
Threat actor for Ghost Brigade.
Threat actor. Yeah.
Threat actor.
Metal.
And TC?
Metal.
Metal. Okay, so we're split here. TC and Kristen for metal. David and John for threat actor. And it is a metal band. All right, very, very good. All right, TC and Kristen are the only ones who are batting 1,000 here. A Finnish doom metal band, active 2005-2020. Their 2009 album, Isolation Songs, received an 8 out of 10 from the metal review site Lambgoat, which I do not read. I guess I should be reading. And was that our last one? I don't know. I think so. That was our last one. Great job, TC and Kristen, for batting 1,000 on that. Excellent. All right. Oh, we have another new game. Here we go. I'm going to have to play the new game music again. Because we're going to play Fantasy Seesaw.
It's time to play a brand new game.
So, I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. There we go. All right, here it is. Everyone see my screen? We're playing Fantasy Seesaw right now. Okay, so because TC and Kristen have the highest scores here, and I will go Kristen because alphabetically K comes before T. I will let you go first, and then it'll be Kristen, then TC, then John, then David, which I think you got the lowest score in our last game, David. So that unfortunately is why you're going to go last on that one. So Kristen, you can pick any one of these, and we'll go in rotation. So you're going to, I think, each pick 3 total. You can have any one of these protections on your team. Which one do you choose? Your first one. Your star player, if you will.
My star player. You got quite a few options there.
Well, you're going to get to pick again. But
Controlled
then they
use of administrative privileges.
Controlled use of administrative privileges. Am I on the right? I think I am. Hold it, Chris. Am I on the right? Yeah, I'm on the right row there. Okay. Now, TC, you pick.
Data recovery.
Data recovery. All right. Whoops. TC. Okay. Now, John, you pick one.
Access control management.
Access. Where is access? Where is access? Oh, there it is, right above TC. All right. And David, you get to pick?
Go asset management.
Asset management. All right. We're going to, by the way, get the poll ready in that, because you're going to pick who, we're going to have an attack against all of you, and we're going to figure out who's best situated. All right. We come back to you, Kristen. You pick your next one. What's left over?
Application software security.
Application software security. I want this one. Oops. Okay. And TC?
Instant response management.
Instant response management. All right. And John?
Let's go for EDR.
EDR. I'm surprised that one was picked so late. I was expecting someone to get that early. David, you get to pick.
Analysis of audit logs.
Analysis of audit logs. Okay. All right. And the last one for everybody. Kristen, you again?
Email and web browser.
Okay. TC?
I'll take vulnerability management.
Okay. And then John?
Yeah, let's go implement a security awareness and skill training program.
Okay. And then David, you get the last one, which is penetration testing. Nobody seemed to want that. All right. Now, we come over here. You've all selected. Now we're going over to the attack. So let's just review what you each have, and let's get the poll up because I'm going to reveal the attack in just a second. So if everyone goes to the polls, you'll see it says Fantasy Seesaw winner. We can close out the other poll if you want. And you'll see all 4 of the names. The thing is, you're going to vote for who you think is best situated to handle this attack. All right. To review, TC has data recovery capabilities, instant response management, and continuous vulnerability management. Kristen has application software security, controlled use of administrative privileges, email and web browser protections. John has EDR, access control management, and a security awareness program. And then David has asset management, penetration testing, and analysis of audit logs. It's not looking positive for you, David, on that one. It's not looking. All right, if we have a random series, I'm going to reveal the attack, and it is, what do we get? Cyber criminals create convincing deep fake audio and video of the CEO demanding secret financial transactions within a company. All right, who thinks you're best situated here? Already, John's got 3 votes on this one. I think it may be because he's got the security awareness training program here. I think. Anyone else? I'm going to give a 10-second countdown. John's running away with it right now. All right, 10, 9, 8. Come on, all of you. I see plenty of you in there. Everybody vote. 7. TC, you're getting a vote. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kristen and David did not get one vote. Oh no, Kristen just got 2 votes. A vote. All right. Kudos to you, John, for you got that security awareness training. That covered
Absolutely.
you on that.
And the access control, right? Who's going to get those transactions? That's limited.
Access control too. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that too. Yeah. So he got the 2 big ones there. Kudos to all of you on that. All right. Excellent job, everybody, on that game. All right. I haven't looked at we have to get our next game. Oh, we need the what's worse scenarios because we are ready to play the next game. If we're not ready, I can skip to the game after that. Rich has not posted that. They are in the document. Oh, they're in the document. Let me see. Hold on. You put them in the document. Fantasy season. Which came from? Hold on. Where are they in the document? Oh, right here. I see. What's worse? That's from our archive. Where are they? Are in the bottom of the document? Where'd you put them?
The what's worse scenarios, David?
Yeah, where are they?
They're under the what's worse scenarios.
Not the what's worse. Not the what's worse scenarios, but the bad ideas for us to play Department of Yes.
I didn't realize we were doing that. I will have those to you.
You know what? I'm going to skip to I object. We're going to play I object, and then we'll come back to this. All right? Let's play I object. Everyone, here's the music.
Who will be holding the mic at the end of I Object? Here are the rules. The game lasts 1 minute, but the clock stops when a competitor says, I object. Time doesn't resume until the judge says, sustained or overruled. At any moment, any competitor can object. Don't be polite, you want to win. So find a reason to object. The one who's speaking on the microphone at the end of the minute will be the winner.
All right, everybody. So, I cannot pronounce this, but it looks like Gabiri Akilai wants to know if there's a document for our games. We don't have that listed, but that's a good idea. We should do something like that. All right. So this is the game. It's our topic of how to manage your team. We're going to start with TC. Again, any of you can object. Wait till I say sustained or overruled. Andrew, our producer, is going to be the timekeeper. When you hear that buzzer go, if you are the one talking, when that buzzer goes, you win. When I say begin, TC, you start, and the timer starts. And again, anybody can object at any time. TC, begin. Oh, you're on mute, TC. Take yourself off mute.
I object.
Restart your timer. I object, by the way. Kristen, what's your objection?
I object to when TC is talking or not talking. And I object.
The obvious objection, he was on mute.
I object to this game. I object to mute. I object to muting people in
sustained.
general.
Go.
I object to cancellation culture.
Okay. Sustained. Go ahead, Kristen. Go. You're arguing the team. Why the team? How you should manage your team for legitimate reasons. Go.
Well, you definitely should not forget to acknowledge everyone's hard work. And that's important because they're actually doing hard work. And since they're doing hard work and everybody loves being...
Objection. We work for a software company, not a hardware company.
Also, you didn't object, so we're doing hard work.
John, sustain. Go ahead.
I like to manage my team from a lead by example, player coach mentality. Where you get.
I object.
Okay, what's your objection?
So I object to leading by example. Sometimes we lead by example, but sometimes we don't want our team to do what we do. We want to do what we do. We want our team to run the other way.
Okay, what's your objection, TC?
If you're in security, you definitely need to live the security you're trying to lead.
Okay, sustain. Go ahead.
All right. I think it's about really finding talented people and then giving them the room, the opportunity to grow, setting a vision, setting a goal that they're excited about. And that also stretches them. What's
your objection?
I object that you should not be giving them a room. You should let them work in their own homes.
Sustained. Go ahead.
So the fact is, the studies have shown that allowing people to work remotely is cheaper.
Kristen wins. Good job. David seemed to agree with everything. He didn't object to anything that
He's
was
just
being said.
he's very polite.
All right, good job, everybody. Good job. Oh, wait, I just realized one of my things. I did not upload a certain audio clip. Oh, yes, I do have it. I'm sorry, I do have it. Here's our next game.
Hello, welcome to the Department of Yes, where no request is ever rejected.
All right, here we go. We have, all right, here we go. These are bad ideas, but you have to say yes to them whatsoever. I'm going to have everyone answer. This one, I like this one. This one comes from Paul Lanzi, and he recommends. I'm going to start with you, TC, on this one, and you have to explain to me why you like it, and I will tell you whether I like your answer or not. 5-day-a-week return to office is mandated for everyone except managers and executives. Why do you want to do this? You're not doing well.
So I think if you got top secret work, right, where you really need to limit who knows this information, could be a government scenario, could be critical infrastructure where people you absolutely want to limit. If they don't know the details, then they shouldn't know the details, and this needs to be done in person.
All right, I'm giving you just a small ding on that. John, why do you want to do this?
Sometimes you have to think about what's for the better good, and sometimes you just need to do what needs to be done.
No.
Sir, no, sir!
That's a bad answer. No. Kristen, can't you do better than this?
So to give them special laptop service, it's much easier to white glove helping them with their troubleshooting issues, with their security issues when we're in person.
That's a good answer.
Oh, yeah!
All right, David, why do you want to do this?
I think it's important to let managers and executives have the freedom to go and have meetups and meet with other managers and executives, like go on a golfing trip and get to know those people, whereas the other ones, it's important to have them in office working with each other.
Correct.
Bravo!
Good job for you. All right. So you got to redeem yourself, John. All right. Hold on. Let me just check in this. I'm debating. Okay. I'm just debating. Debate. All right, here we'll go with this one. This one comes from Saskia Hoffman. Go on a mandatory hike as an escape from work and team bonding when you have employees with health issues. I'm going to start with you, David, on this one. Why do you want to do this?
So it's always important to push people out of their comfort zone. And so going on a hike and getting somebody out of the office and into an experience maybe they haven't participated in could be an interesting way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I like that. Kristen, and again, this is kind of a Lord of the Flies. If they don't make it, well, they don't make it. Kristen, why do you want to do this?
Hikes are a great way to reinforce working as a team. You only go as far as the team can go, and allowing everyone to kind of shine in a different way. And sometimes that means shining by hiking slow, because frankly, I probably want to hike slow too.
Good point.
Yes!
I like that. John, are you going to redeem yourself?
I believe that it's a great experience to take your team hiking, particularly when you have difference in capabilities, because it allows people that are more capable to maybe help those that are less capable. And the inverse, it slows down the people that are more capable, and they can take it from a perspective that they don't necessarily get to experience every day.
You did redeem yourself. Good job. TC, now can you one-up your staff here?
I'll try. I think you really got to take care of the whole person, and being in person, moderate light exercise, going to something like a forest where you can breathe that air, that is actually very important for people's health, and they don't take enough opportunity to do it. And so doing it as a team activity is good bonding, and it's good for their health as a whole person.
I like it.
Sir, yes, sir!
Very good. Good job, everybody. Good job. And we also have some images that have been created to visualize these horrible ideas, plus ones that we have yet to talk about, but from our fantastic, talented people. So here we go. Let's take a look at Pizza Party. That was the how not to motivate your team. I don't think a pizza party is a bad idea, actually. But that was some from Donovan Denise Price. Someone must have had a bad experience with a pizza party because I think food is always kind of a good motivator. This is the mandatory hike that Saskia Hoffman suggested. I like the visual of the respirators. That looks good. And the gasping for air. I like that. All right. What's our next one here? Oh, this is the mandated work. I like that. Sunning themselves, the executives, while everyone toils away. Very good. Good job, Paul, on that one. And post your most recent vulnerability scan results on all social media platforms. Andrew Aiken suggested that here. There's a lot of pointing fingers here. All right. And do we have another one here? Yes, we have. Oh, hire a parade of theater students to come in and interview for each of your team's positions. Have your team participate so they understand that if they don't perform, they can be replaced. So really, you need performance from Brian Colt. Way to go on that one, Brian. What do you think of that suggestion? Is there any theater going on next door? By the way, I've been in their office. They have a nice big open office space. That doesn't look too far from what your office space looks like.
Yeah, we have a stage. We have a stage we could use.
Yeah. Do you have gesture hats too?
No.
No, you don't.
I can bring those from home.
No.
Okay.
Send those as bonuses. Don't do that.
All right. Okay. Hey, we've got our last game to play, I believe, here. I think our last game, yes, we've played all those. So we have our very last game to play, and we'll have fun. We'll play a couple of quick rounds of this, and then we'll be done. Oh, by the way, if I have not mentioned it, everybody, please click on the link at the bottom of the screen to register for next week's Super Cyber Friday. I completely forgot. It's at the bottom of the screen. It's not going to take you out of the game. We're going to play our very last game here, and you'll have fun with it. And then, by the way, that's going to change. We're going to do our meetup at the end, and I want you to all stick around for the meetup as well. So stick around. We're going to have our meetup. If you've never come to our meetup before, it's a ton of fun. We'd like you to join that as well. All right. Listen to the next game.
It's time to play What's Worse?
All right, here we go. All right, so this is What's Worse. For those of you who have listened to the CISO series before, you're familiar with how this game is played. Two horrible situations, neither one you're going to like. Okay. Neither one you like, but you have to tell me which one is worse between the two of you. David, I'm going to have you answer first here. This comes from Peter Lurie of Microsoft. And he says, scenario number one, prohibiting all generative AI used by corporate fiat, and yet turning a blind eye to Shadow IT's rampant AI use, or permitting AI use, but not having the proper controls in place to protect it. So, which one is worse? What do you think, Dave? Oh, here, let's get some music. There's your thinking music.
So I would say the Shadow IT is worse because at least when you're doing it with a plan, you can implement and improve. Whereas when you have Shadow IT, you just don't know what they're doing. And I think that's far worse than having an environment where you can see what's happening and make improvements.
I don't think there's any plan here. There's like prohibited use of Gen AI, but it's being used in Shadow IT. But in the other one is you're permitting AI use, but you have no controls in plan. So there's no plan in either one of these here. They're planless, if you will. What do you think? I'm interested to know what the audience thinks of the first and second scenario. Kristen, let me go to you. And by the way, you can revise your answer too if you want to here. David, what do you think? Which one's worse here?
So we've got Shadow IT is using Gen AI, or we have no controls, but we're allowing the use.
Correct.
Hmm.
And you claim at the beginning that no Gen AI use, even though it's being used.
Oh boy. Okay, then we let them go for a free for all, even though we claimed that we didn't. That's a big problem on us. And
so which one? So is the first scenario worse?
No controls. We're allowing Gen AI, and we have no controls over it. And it's because we need to stick to what we've
So
committed to.
that one's worse because you said it and you didn't put controls in place. That's worse.
It's that, and yeah,
Okay.
and Shadow IT is going to do it anyway.
Okay. John, what do you think? What's worse?
I agree. The second one is much worse because it's a broader scope of who's going to be using and accessing the tool versus like if we're segmenting it's just the Shadow IT org, relatively easy to, I guess, define the scope there versus who knows, like executives using this platform, who knows what they're putting in there, what type of information they're asking for. So there you go.
All right, TC, last one. You answered.
Yeah. You said in scenario 1 it was rampant, right? In the Shadow IT, rampant use.
Rampant AI use, yes.
Yeah. So I think scenario 1 is worse. You want to be honest as an organization with what you're doing, and I think also when it comes to businesses, like you have to have something that you're doing in AI. Like your investors, your board, the people literally working for you, they want to be working in AI. So you have to be doing something in AI, and it's better to be honest about the risk than to be dishonest and have rampant usage anyway.
All right. Good answer, everybody. All right. We're going to play one more quick round, and then we're going to wrap this sucker up. This is your last one. I will start with you, John, in this one. This comes from Mike Toole of Blue Mira, and he says, you find out several months later that only 10% of your logs you thought were being sent to a SIM ever made it there. Or you find out several months later that your log forwarders are configured to send in plain text over the internet to your SIM. Which one's worse?
I'm gonna go for the 10% issue versus
logs
plain
in plain
text. In plain text, my hope is that I wouldn't have any secret keys or identifiable information in those logs, so that they're probably maybe they haven't been looked at, versus having to deal with like an audit team coming back and asking for some information and me not necessarily being able to provide it. I'd much rather stay on the good side of the auditors in that regard.
By the way, Paul Lanzi made a cogent comment here. 10% made it there, but somehow your SIM vendor billed you for 100%.
Good point.
They figured that out. All right, good arguments there. All right, Kristen, what do you think here? Which one's worse?
I'm gonna go with the forwarders, and it's because then we have to go fix them all. I don't want to do that, and it's expensive.
That's pretty bad too. And by the way, Kevin's answered both of the worst. Kevin, you don't understand how the game is played. Yes, both are bad. You have to pick one. Which one's worse? All right, David, I'm going to make you answer next.
Yeah, I think 10% is worse because I like having visibility into what's happening, so then I can go back and debug it. And adding encryption is a lot easier than tracing why 90% of your logs aren't making it.
That is a good point. All right, last one, TC.
Yeah, I think it's really close. I mean, obviously, I'd like to know what's missing out of those 90%, but I think that you're almost certain to have lost something sensitive by putting it all on the public internet. So I think that one's worse.
All right. James Sparenberg thinks that the sending everything in plain text is worse. So this, I think the winner here is Mike Toole, who submitted this in because this was quite a challenge for everybody here. This was a tough one. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Big round of applause for the entire Next Door team. If you're at home, literally start applauding. If you're sitting at your desk and everybody else can see you do this, they're wondering, what are you applauding? You're applauding this fantastic team. I want to thank you guys. Were great. That was a ton of fun. I appreciate you playing. I hope you had a good time. I hope the audience that came had a good time. If you have not registered for next week, please go do that. Let me just do a quick wrap up here. This will just take me 2 seconds, and then we're going to all flip over. Starting in 90 minutes from now, we're going to, or a little bit later, we're going to have our Cybersecurity Headlines Weekend Review Show. We got Doug Mayer, who's the VP CISO of WCG. That's a fun show. We do it over on YouTube, so you go to youtube.com/CISO series. You'll find it, or you can just click the link on our page for YouTube or go to our events. Lots of ways to find it, but a way to engage with the community and talk about the news of the week. As I mentioned, we're going to have the meetup. Now we can change that link at the bottom of the screen. If you didn't click that to join us for next week, just go to the events page on our site. You'll find it. Let's change it to our meetup link. And there it is. There's our meetup. From students to CISOs to everyone in between, join us for the chat. If you've never been, we want you there. Please join our chat. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with you, TC, and everybody else not last week, but 2 weeks ago. It was a lot of fun. Also, if you want to sponsor Super Cyber Friday or a game show or anything else, just email me at david@cisoseries.com. Thank you, everybody from Nextdoor, TC, David, Kristen, and John. Please, everyone, click the link. And I want to thank our awesome producers as well, Aaron and Rich and Andrew, for putting together a fantastic game. We're going to do this again in 2 weeks. We'll get the registration page for that up soon. If you want to compete as well, and really what we want to 2 sets of teams competing against each other. We would love to do that because we have a newlywed style game that we want to do coming up. So we would like to have 2 teams playing against each other. Ping us. Just email me, david@cisoseries.com. Say you want to compete. We'd love to have you on board. Click the link at the bottom of the screen and join us over at the chat. We will see you there. Bye, everybody. Thanks. Take us out, Aaron.